It probably hasn't escaped your attention that this year's Oscars have been handed out. As these awards are the most important prizes in the film industry, and our show tells you all about how these movies are made, it only makes sense that we take a look at the big winners. Actually, there was only one really big winner this year, as Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water went home with 4 golden statues, including the ones for Best Director and Best Picture. But even though the film was nominated for no less than 13 prizes, Guillermo decided not to jinx it and didn't prepare a speech whatsoever.
The only time I wrote a speech was on the beginning, and I pulled out the paper and I couldn't read it, and I was sweating into my eyes, and I started just speaking from the heart. So what I wanted to do, what I did here is the same. I thought, I'm gonna get there, and if I have a little piece of paper and I count down, it's horrible. So you see the numbers go back. So just talk about what you're feeling at that moment.
This may very well be the most sensitive asset ever to be housed in this facility.
You may think that thing looks human. Stands on 2 legs, right? But we're created in the Lord's image. You don't think that's what the Lord looks like, do you?
This creature is intelligent, capable of language, of understanding emotions.
But 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri did well too, with Sam Rockwell taking home the award for Best Supporting Actor and Frances McDormand being crowned Best Actress. Apparently, the film, in which a grieving mother puts up billboards to confront the local police about not doing enough to solve the murder of her daughter, started a whole movement where billboards are being used again.
Activists are taking that kind of statement and putting it out there. Billboards still work. They still work. So I think that it's really exciting. It started actually with the Grenfell Tower fires investigation. Then it leapfrogged to the Miami gun control situation. It was outside the UN about the Syrian situation. It's the kind of that's the kind of power that an image can have, and that's what we're making. We're making powerful images.
What's with the new attitude, Dixon? Your mama been coaching you?
No. My mama doesn't do that.
Meanwhile, Allison Janney took home the prize for Best Supporting Actress for her role in I, Tonya, and Gary Oldman was named Best Actor for his depiction of Winston Churchill in the drama Darkest Hour.
I think for this role, it's got a sort of special. It feels like it has a special significance. I can't say what it would be like to win an Oscar in any other year, but winning an Oscar for playing arguably one of the greatest Britons who ever lived, to win it for playing Winston makes it doubly special. Does that make sense?
It sure does, Gary. Of course, there were many more winners, and we congratulate them all. Next week in Making the Movies, we'll dive deeper into the winners of the more technical categories. Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive clips.